Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Aaron Pierre, that's Teyana. They have been spotted together several times recently, but they seemingly made it official after the Oscars. So they both posted these pictures.
An ex is out here waving red flags, big ones. And no, this ain't about some Disney soundtrack. Aaron Pierre's supposed longtime love, Jessica Hardwick, is making it crystal clear. Teyana better not get too comfortable. Why? Because Jessica is claiming that Aaron's just using her, and according to her, he doesn't even go for Teyana's type. And listen, when you lay eyes on Jessica, you'll see exactly what she means. So, is this about love? Or is Aaron just riding the wave with this stunning black queen for clout? Let's break it down. Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor have been the talk of the town lately, and for good reason. These two have been serving undeniable chemistry, leaving people hooked. It all went through the roof after their jaw-dropping black and white Oscars shoot. Teyana wasted no time posting the pics on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and the Vanity Fair after-party, and let's just say, the energy was unmatched. She dropped the photos with the caption, Oscar night in black and white. No gray area. Oh, and let's not forget the scissor tracks in the background because nothing screams, it's giving like take you down. But Aaron? Oh, he went radio silent. He posted the exact same pics, but with zero context. No caption, no heart emoji, not even a had a great time with my lady moment. Nothing! And let's be real, that silence? Suspicious. If you're really proud of your girl, wouldn't you say something? A little my queen moment? A we outside type of vibe? But nope, Aaron didn't acknowledge a thing. And that's where things start looking real sketchy. It's almost like he's keeping Teyana at arm's length, enjoying the buzz, but not actually claiming her. And guess who's been trying to warn us about this? His ex, Jessica Hardwick. She's been out here subtly, and not so subtly, saying that Aaron has a type. And Teyana? She doesn't fit the bill. The Vanity Fair after-party only turned up the heat. Aaron and Teyana were spotted looking real cozy, all smiles while posing with Niecy Nash and her wife. But let's rewind a little, because this isn't the first time they've been caught in close quarters. Back in February, they pulled up to the American Black Film Festival honors together, and cameras caught them deep in conversation. And not just any convo, the I like you, but let's not make it obvious type of moment. So sure, they haven't come out and confirmed anything yet. But the streets? Oh, they're speaking loud and clear. People see what's happening. And now, here's where it gets messy. While Aaron's been out here keeping his private life on lock, the internet did what it does best. Digging. And guess what they uncovered? Jessica Hardwick. And one look at Miss Jessica is all it takes to understand why people are giving this whole Teyana situation the side eye. Jessica? Well, let's just say she's not a woman of color. So when folks talk about Aaron's type, let's be real. The contrast between Jessica and Teyana is undeniable. And Jessica isn't just sitting back, watching this play out. Oh no, she's allegedly out here warning Teyana, loud and clear, that she's just a placeholder. And if what she's saying is even halfway true, Teyana might want to keep one eye open, because the warden of the streets is whispering that Aaron's preference leans towards, well, let's just say white meat. And when you compare his rumored past relationships to his current situation, yeah, things ain't exactly lining up in Teyana's favor. But don't shoot the messenger. Miss Jessica is making sure we all get the memo. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Is Jessica just bitter? Is she spinning a whole fantasy because she's still salty? That's the million-dollar question. But hold up, because it doesn't stop there. More photos of Mr. Aaron Pierre, aka Mufasa himself, have hit the internet. And guess what? Another woman. And not just any woman, yet another one from the Caucasian persuasion. This time, we're talking about an Australian beauty named Hannah Hurst. And the real gag? The receipts don't lie. The pics show them looking extra cozy at a whole wedding together. And let's be honest, taking someone to a wedding? That's not some "we're just cool" situation. That's "this is my lady" type of energy. Oh, it's serious. And before you even ask, yes, there's a pattern. Because guess what? Hannah's also a white girl. It's becoming pretty clear. Aaron seems to have a very specific type, and let's be real, it's not Teyana. And if you needed more proof, there's a picture floating around of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead. And let's be honest, forehead kisses? That's not casual. That's intimacy. That's "I love you" energy. So no, this isn't just speculation. This is giving receipts on receipts. And honestly, it all makes sense now. Because when you try to dig into Aaron's dating history, nothing. It's like the man has been moving in stealth mode. But now, we finally see why. He's been keeping things super locked down because his situation is starting to look messy. First, we've got Jessica Hardwick, his alleged longtime girl since 2019. Then boom, Hannah Hurst. Cozy wedding dates and forehead kisses. And now, he's out here sparking rumors with Teyana Taylor? Whew, it's giving quietly collecting girlfriends energy. And honestly, I kind of see why he's keeping it all hush-hush. Because when you really look at the women Aaron's been with, there's a clear trend. And it's not about just looks. These women, they're low-key. They're humble, modest, and very, very plain. No flashy personalities, no A-list celebrity status, no draping themselves in designer from head to toe. And they're definitely not making headlines every other week. And this is where the biggest contrast between Teyana and Aaron's past flames comes in. Teyana? She's bold, flashy, a straight-up queen. She's got the curves, the confidence, and that undeniable it-girl energy. She's been in the industry for years, serving looks, setting trends, and owning every room she walks into. Meanwhile, Aaron's exes, let's just say they could never. Even the internet is catching on to the glaring difference. One user straight up commented under a photo of Aaron's ex, saying she looks humble, modest in her attire, and likable. And let's be real, that speaks volumes. That's the kind of woman Aaron seems to gravitate towards. It's giving soft, quiet, and completely opposite of Teyana's fierce, high-profile presence. And now, it's starting to make perfect sense why Harvey didn't even flinch at the idea of dating Aaron Pierre. Sis took one look at that situation and said, absolutely not. And honestly, I don't blame her. Lori is done playing PR girlfriend. She knows the game and she's not about to waste her time. But the real question is Teyana taking her place? Because here's the backstory. TikTok reporter Char Mason was out here trying to play matchmaker, suggesting Lori and Aaron Pierre would be a fire couple. And on paper, it kinda made sense. Lori has already dated across the pond. Remember her time with Damson Idris? A whole British snack of a man. So naturally, Char thought Aaron would be right up her alley. But Lori, oh, she shut that all the way down. She didn't just say no, she hit the comments with a "no thank you, leave me alone." And let's be clear, that's not just a simple "not interested." That's "I know something y'all don't" energy. I mean, Lori could have just ignored it, right? But nope. She wanted to make it very clear that she was not entertaining that idea. And maybe, just maybe, sis already had the inside scoop on Aaron's tea. Let's not forget, Lori's been in the game long enough to spot a walking red flag from a mile away. And when it comes to Hollywood circles, she's got serious pull. She's been linked to A-listers like Michael B. Jordan, Future, and even Damson Idris. Oh, and let's not forget those whispers about a little something with Diddy. And y'all already know Diddy's name stays tangled in controversy. So when a woman like Harvey says no thank you with that much conviction, you gotta wonder, what kind of whispers has she been hearing? Did she catch wind of Aaron's alleged dating history? The pattern? The white meat preference? The forehead kisses with Hannah? And let's be real, Lori's not about to be anybody's clout token. She's seen the game, played it, and left the table on her own terms. But now, let's ask the real question. What's Aaron's endgame? Because Teyana, she's not just some girl, she's a whole superstar, a triple threat, singer, actress, and director. And let's not forget, she's fresh off her split from Iman Shumpert, looking single, glowing, and thriving. So what's Aaron really up to? But let's get into it. Is Aaron genuinely feeling Teyana? Or is this just a strategic move to keep his name buzzing? Because let's be real for a sec. Don't play with Queen Teyana. The timing? A little too convenient. He just landed the role as the voice of Mufasa in the Lion King prequel, and suddenly, he's making waves in the blogs with a high-profile romance? And let's not pretend this would be the first time a dude cozied up to Teyana for the clout. When you really examine her dating history, a pattern starts to form, and it's hard to ignore. Teyana has been linked to some major A-list celebs and top-tier athletes. And while these relationships may have started with love, more often than not, the other person walked away with a whole lot more than just memories. Case in point, Iman Shumpert. When Teyana and Iman got together, he was already known in the basketball world, sure. But let's not act like being married to Teyana didn't take his visibility to a whole different level. Their relationship had its beautiful moments, and people genuinely rooted for them. But we all saw how that ended. Messy. So messy that they ended up in a full-blown divorce, and not a quiet one either. But here's where it gets even wilder. Because when it comes to Teyana and Iman, there's always more to the story. Rumors of infidelity, allegations of controlling behavior. The whole situation turned ugly. And while Iman definitely got that career boost and extra exposure, it was Teyana who walked away with a broken heart and a public messy split. And then, there was Soulja Boy. Yes, y'all heard that right. Teyana and Soulja Boy were a thing. She might have tried to keep that one under wraps, but the receipts are out there. Now, the exact timeline? A little fuzzy. But what we do know is that they were together for years. And get this, there are even reports that they had a little girl together. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, word on the street is that they even got secretly married. It was October 2016, and when Teyana Taylor pulled up to the Wendy Williams show a month earlier, in September 2016, she played it real coy, dropping hints that they might have already tied the knot. Even though, turns out, the wedding hadn't actually happened yet. But just like her other relationships, this one didn't end on a high note either. And let's be honest, Soulja Boy's name was ringing extra loud while they were together. So once again, we have to ask, was she really getting genuine love? Or was she just out here boosting somebody else's stock? And then, Drake. Oh yes, Champagne Poppy himself. You already know we had to bring Mr. Certified Lover Boy into the mix. Back in 2009, Teyana and Drake were rumored to be an item. But this one? It stayed real low-key. No public confirmations. No cute Instagram couple moments. Just whispers and speculation. But y'all know the saying, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. They were spotted together at multiple events, popping up in music videos, and people definitely noticed the chemistry. But despite all the speculation, both Drake and Teyana kept it cute, never confirming or denying a thing. So how serious was it? Was it just a little fling or another PR stunt? Honestly, nobody really knows. But one thing is certain. When your name is linked to Drake, you stay in the headlines. And looking at how their rumored situationship played out, you have to wonder, was this just another case of Teyana unintentionally boosting someone's profile? Now let's not forget ASAP Rocky. Yes, another name on the roster. Back in 2014, rumors started swirling that Teyana Taylor and Adol App were more than just friends. And while they never put a label on it, no interviews, no Instagram hard launches, the streets were definitely talking. But just like many of Teyana's past relationships and situationships, this one didn't last long. Not too long after people started catching on, it was over. And here's where it gets even wilder. Right after that, AHAP was suddenly linked to Iggy Azalea, then Chanel Iman. No time wasted, he was clearly on a mission. And then there was Chad Johnson. Now, this one was different. This wasn't a short-lived fling or a whispered rumor. Teyana and Chad were together for about 4 years, starting back in 2006. And in celebrity years, that's practically a lifetime. They had people talking, especially when Chad started making comments about Teyana's rise to fame on a reality show. But just like the others, it didn't last, and it definitely didn't end on the best terms. When they split, Chad wasn't shy about voicing his disappointment, and you already know what happens next. People start questioning if this was just another case of someone riding Teyana's wave before dipping when the timing was right. Then came Daniel "Boobie" Gibson, stepping up to the plate. Their relationship ran from September 2008 to February 2009. And just like so many before it, it ended almost as fast as it began. Then there was Colin Kaepernick. Yes, that Colin, the ex-NFL star. Teyana and Colin were caught up in one of those on-again, off-again situations from 2013 to 2014. But by the time 2014 rolled around, it was a wrap. And that's when she went official with Iman Shumpert. So when you look at her lineup, athletes, rappers, A-list entertainers, there's an undeniable pattern. And let's be real, a lot of these men walked away with a major clout boost after being linked to Teyana. But let's not sugarcoat it. When you take a step back and look at all the men Teyana's been with, one thing is clear. She's been through a whole lot. No shade, but compared to Aaron Pierre, aka Mufasa, yeah, she's definitely the one with more experience in the dating game. So, honestly, why wouldn't Aaron want to jump on the bandwagon? Think about it. He gets to capitalize on the fame, keep his name in the headlines, and maybe even walk away with a little extra on the side, if you catch my drift. It's a win-win for him, right? And that's exactly why Aaron's ex, Jessica Hardwick, is out here warning Teyana. She's seen this playbook before, she knows the game, and she's just sitting back, watching it all unfold. Let's not forget, Aaron has a very clear type. And as much as Teyana is a queen with the energy, talent, and presence to shut down an entire room, she doesn't exactly fit that description. So now, the big question, where do they go from here? Are we about to see them pop out at more events? Has Mufasa's type actually changed? Or is this whole thing going to fizzle out just as fast as it started? And most importantly, is Aaron's ex just a bitter ex? Or is she out here dropping real warnings that Teyana should be paying attention to? Only time will tell. But trust me, we'll be watching every move. Now, I need y'all to sound off. Is this real love or just another PR stunt? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the next messy update.